One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. With the screw ups and we're back for more. More guests and topics to explore. Screw up slash. Welcome back to the S.U.S podcast.
I made a TikTok at like the start of 2020, as in January before quarantine. And that was when it was still kind of cringe. Like no one was on TikTok yet. But I had one and I just, scroll through it and make videos for fun. But it was never public. And then when quarantine started, I was scrolling through TikTok more throughout the day. And then I started making a little bit of like a few videos here and there, but it never really got that much traction. And then in I August of 2020, I noticed that these POV videos were getting
Mhm.
popular, were getting views, and it was like POV, your classmate is blah blah blah. And I was like, ooh, maybe I can try one of those. So I did one, and that was the first video of mine that got like, maybe like 10K views or something like that. And after like
Wow.
yeah, so I was like, wow, is this fame? Like, have I made it? And I think like by the first week of September, I had 1,000 followers now. And that's when I made the Konyo classmate TikTok.
I
And
love those.
at first, like it wasn't getting that many views. But in my head, I was like, okay, this might get views because it's kind of similar to the one I posted. And then all of a sudden, it just went crazy. It was everywhere. And that time, I didn't even have a Twitter account, but my dad, who didn't know I was on TikTok, saw my video on Twitter and was like, is this you? Like, what are you doing? So yeah, like I was so surprised that it just got everywhere, and that was just a super random thing. But now I'm here.
He did a collab, I think, and it was Konyo kids like figuring out how to commute, and then they saw that the MRT and LRT are actually like two different stations.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I kind of forgot
Mm.
about that, but you
So
mentioning
many, yeah.
that. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a really funny one.
Mm.
That that actually he's my friend Gigi. He's also on TikTok and he's also from Ateneo, and we only met each other on TikTok and found out that we were from the same school, we were batchmates and everything through TikTok. So I feel like it's super interesting that the people I get to create videos with are my age, or like, we
Mhm.
go to the same school, or we find out that we have so many mutual friends pala. As in, a lot of the people I've met on TikTok, we have so many mutual friends. And it just shows you like Manila is so small. Everyone knows each
That's
other.
true.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
actually really true.
Honestly, like I don't I try not to overthink it because I realize that when I really plan out what I want to post, it doesn't do well. Like as in it kind of flops when I try to like, okay, I should post this with this song and like this idea, this joke. And then when I do it, it's not funny and I'm like, damn it, like in my head it sounded so good.
That's
But
true.
yeah, I as much as possible, I just try to stick with either the trends or like what I personally think is funny because I find myself really funny. So, if I find what post funny, then maybe other people will because people follow me. So, malamang
That's
they
so
will,
true.
diba?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and it really depends on my own mood, and because I'm not naman a full-time content creator,
Hmm.
I get to post whenever I want, and it's not like, I have to follow a schedule or anything. I just, I try to post when I can. And the thing with TikTok is if you don't really get the trends, or like if you don't hop onto the trends, you're kind of lost. Like you don't know what's happening. I didn't post on TikTok for a whole month, and then when I was scrolling through TikTok again, I was like, what are these new jokes? Like, what's this song? What is that? So, I think I'm still trying to find the balance between, you know, um, being on TikTok and not being on my phone 24/7,
Hmm.
and so it's, I'm working through that because I don't like being on my phone all day. It's so draining, and
Mm.
it's so overwhelming. So I'm trying to find that balance. But generally, everything I post is just a gut feeling. And if I find it funny, then it's gonna be posted. And the thing is, even if I find it funny and it doesn't do well, I can just always keep it on private and save the idea for next time.
That's
That's the
so true.
convenience.
That's like a perfect mindset to have when you go on TikTok, because like you really can't go into it thinking that something's gonna blow up. Like for the priority, it should be you do it for you, and then
Exactly.
whoever else
Mm.
wants to like receive it like negatively or positively, that's up to them already. Like that's not your responsibility. So very impressive.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and it's also very impressive that your gut feels are on the mark. Like your gut saying to make this video, tapos boom panes. Your videos already viral, famous. Everyone knows you who you are.
It was definitely weird because like I just woke up one day and then my friends were messaging me like, "Dude, I saw your video on my friend's like Finsta story. Like one of my friends posted it." That's where it all like that's when I knew it was kind of getting big cuz when someone posts a TikTok on their Finsta, it's like it's a thing. Like they're like, "Oh, this is actually like getting big. Like people are seeing this. They think it's funny, it's relatable, so they download it." And I don't know, it felt surreal talaga. And I was like, am I relevant? Like, is my content funny? Wow, like I'm not the only one who finds myself funny anymore. That's good. Like
Mm.
I really didn't know how to react to it because on one hand, I was like, wow, like I'm finally getting famous. And then on the other hand, I was like, this might just be like 10 seconds of fame or it might just be my one viral video and then I
True.
die after that. So it could honestly have gone either way, but it was fine by me either way it went. And I think something I really appreciated about my TikTok going viral is how my friends reacted to it because they all just made me gago. They all just made fun of me and I love that reaction because like I obviously my friends super support me and I love all my
Yeah.
friends, but at the same time having that reaction, it just makes you so much more down to earth. Like it grounds you. You don't want to be like pasikat or brag about your followers because your friends are like, okay, so
Mm.
That's true.
So like confirmation that
Mm.
you're probably doing something right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I love it. They keep me humble. You guys
Double
want
the
to
I was
know a
flex.
dying to
story
do that.
about the PBB audition?
Oh,
Yeah,
go,
Sure.
we
go.
actually do.
So, um, so I posted that on Kumu and TikTok because the
Oh,
auditions were being held on Kumu talaga.
yeah.
So I posted it there and I just left it because I was like, this is just panggago. This isn't serious at all. I'll just post it. And then a week later, I checked my Kumu just to see like how many people watched it. And then I got the DM from PBB ABS-CBN.
Wow.
Oh,
And they were
yo.
like, "Hey Sammy, we really like your video. We'd want to have an audition with you." But then I saw the message too late, so I was like, "Okay, maybe they won't reach out to me now." And then I got the DM on Instagram from one of the producers saying that they want to
Wow.
audition me talaga. And I was like, "Wait, is this my
Yo.
artista moment?"
Panalo.
So I had one audition with them and it went well actually. Like I was so surprised. In the end I decided not to go through with it because first of all I had school and second of all I don't think I would have been ready to like do PBB in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh,
That's true.
yeah.
That's a new like adjustment, and that's like the first time probably that they're doing things
Yeah. And
that
my
way.
Yeah.
friends were making fun of me pa because they were like, dude, you're such a picky eater. What are you gonna do on PBB? Like you're gonna eat like fried egg and sinangag
That
every
would have been
day.
so funny. That would have been
That's
so
like your
funny.
own personal challenge na.
Yeah, like Kuya will make me eat food I don't like.
Mm-mm.
As much fun as I'm having just making stuff for like fun and like brand deals and stuff like that. At the same time, I want to be able to live life outside of social media because
Mm.
it's just
That's
that
true.
philosophical thinking of like social media is fake. Nothing outside of this is real. Like it's all fake. But like in all seriousness, at the same time, I definitely want to be able to fulfill my own dreams that aren't in my phone lang because
Yeah.
I want to do so many things. Like I want to have a farm. I want to like develop communities and stuff like that, and I want to be able to make music and just create stuff with my friends. And I've been trying to get started on that, and it's been really fun. So yeah, I really don't see myself as being a full-time content creator, but it's definitely something that I want to stick to for as long as I can. Like as long as I'm still relevant on social media, I'm going to keep doing it. And even if I'm not relevant, honestly, I'm going to post whatever I like, cuz
Yeah.
it's just who I am, and if
Nice
I find it
attitude. Yeah.
fun,
Mm.
then I'm going to keep going. But yeah, like honestly, if I lose all my followers tomorrow, that's fine. Made the most out of it.
No
And
regrets.
I'm
That's the
just
Yeah.
still
No
complete
here.
healthy
regrets.
attitude
No
to have.
regrets. So well, something that's really important to me is, I guess, authenticity, because on social media it's everything is curated. Even if I post a story that's like that tries to be goofy, maybe I took like 3 photos of that and posted the best one. But as much as possible, I really want to be true to myself on social media as I am in real life. Obviously, I still keep a lot of my life private, not on social media, because it's really important to have that divide. I think that's another piece of advice. But ultimately, being relatable, being authentic, I think that's something that a lot of people want to engage with, because when you see a lot of these celebrities or like influencers, a lot of them lead like super luxurious lives. But when you see an influencer, or like even like a micro influencer who's like, oh, like like I kind of relate to the stuff they're going through, or like, oh wow, she's a student also, or she has these problems, she's going through these things. Like when people see someone they relate with, I think it's so much easier to engage with them or to identify yourself with them, because they become less celebrity and more human. So you see yourself on their level. And I think that's something that's really important to me. And I think it's something that my followers tend to enjoy. Like I'm assuming, hopefully that's it. Because yeah, because I have some followers who I try to engage with a lot. Like if I'm on TikTok and then I see their comments, I'm always like, oh hi, like I remember you and stuff like that. So being
Mm,
able to relate with the people who follow you, and just, I guess, showing a side of you that is actually you. You're not trying to put on a face for social media. Then that's, like if people like you for that, then that's awesome, because you don't have to pretend anymore. But yeah, I guess that's my advice. And also to just not be too judgmental of yourself, because that really tends to happen when you're on social media. Don't compare yourself to other people, because that will be the death of you. It's very toxic to keep comparing yourself to others, and just do it for yourself, not for other people. That's like my favorite quote, or like motto. I have it on my vision board. It says, "Do it for you, not for them." So that's something
nice.
I definitely always try to
Nice.
live by.
It's pretty solid.
1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for tuning in to more Screw Up Sesh.